All right. Welcome back to the podcasting couch. Today Joshua and I. Say hi, Josh.
Hello.
We're gonna be addressing 36 questions that lead to love. Harrison's here as well. You can say hi, Harrison.
Oh, hi.
Um, yep. So, well, we'll just get started, eh?
Hi.
All
Yeah, I
right,
guess.
Josh. Question. We
Yeah.
want about half an hour video, so we'll take about 30 seconds each to answer a question, I believe.
Okay.
Given the choice of anyone in the world, let's say dead or alive, who would you want as a dinner guest?
Fuck. Probably.
Second.
Lenin. Vladimir Lenin.
Oh, yeah, Lennon. My answer's Lennon. Nah. Anyone in the world. Ed Westwick. All right.
Who's
Number
that?
two. The actor who played Chuck Bass on Gossip Girl. Number
Okay. Yeah.
two. Would you like to be famous? In what way? I reckon what we'll do is like each question, like you'll go first, then I go first.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one. Would I like to be famous? When I was younger, I was like, yeah, I want to be famous.
Wanna be famous.
Yes, that was part of it. But like, I think as you mature, you realize that it's a very flawed lifestyle. Maybe I mean, the word isn't flawed, but there's a lot of not happiness that comes with being famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think?
I want a little bit of fame.
Yeah.
Because I'm a writer, so I want to make money. So
Of course.
fame is
All right.
important for that. But I don't want to be like J.K. Rowling levels.
Yeah, like a homophobe.
Yeah, like a massive terp. Or like that famous. That's too famous.
All right, Josh, before making a phone call, do you ever rehearse what you're gonna say?
I do sometimes.
Yeah, so do I. Also, so these questions, it's like I said, 36 questions that lead to love. So if you want to ask these, if you guys want to ask this on a first date, if you like, I reckon get two people in a car after like you take her out to dinner or him, you just like, hey, you just like kind of spitball. This will take like half an hour to like do properly. I feel like you can really bond with someone. All right, so yeah, do you rehearse phone calls? I do.
I do as well, but it's not even for like an important phone call. It's for like, I just hate the phone. I hate being on the phone.
Yeah. I only do it for like if it's like work or something.
Nah, I did it when I had to call up the swim center and cancel my membership. I fucking hate talking on the phone.
Yeah, it's nervy. All right, what would constitute a perfect day for you? Oh, it's me first. Wake up, have a breakfast burrito. I like burritos. If I have a day to myself, what do I want to do? Probably train, come home, have good food, and then like, hang out with someone during the day. I don't know, like just do stupid shit. Nothing too stupid though. Like just have fun. Maybe like even like play soccer. I enjoy playing football. And then at night, I like to like have an excuse to get drunk. I don't really want to go to like a house party. I do. But like if it's my perfect day, I want like something bigger than that. So like I just want like maybe go to the city or shit like that. How about you?
Yeah, I would like to sleep in. I do that all the time, but that's like perfect day. Starts at like 10 o'clock at the earliest. And it's just like perfect day. I honestly wouldn't mind going out. Like if it was like a nice day, go to the beach. I really enjoy doing that.
Yeah,
and then
it's like no, you don't. I like what I like with the beach. Like you don't think about what's happening. You know what I mean? It's
you just go to the beach.
Mm.
And I would want to go to the beach with good mates, just a couple, and then get home. Maybe jump on the cord. Get the people I like on the cord.
So not. I'm not gonna say.
Oh, Harry's shit.
When did you last?
And then no, but I agree. Hang on, I do agree. I want an event in the evening.
Yeah, like just an excuse to drink.
Yeah.
All right. When did you last sing to yourself?
probably fucking like an hour ago.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Sing in the car a lot.
Yeah. Shower? Are you a shower singer?
Not really. But when I play the guitar, I'll sing. So.
Play guitar much at the moment?
I try to play every day.
Yeah. I sing in the shower. That's not really a secret. Everyone just kind of does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Car. All right. This question's fucking. Can you look at this question? It says, if you were to live to the age of 90, would you rather have the mind or the body of a 30-year-old? So would you rather be like still like attractive? Fuck that. No, you mind, bro. I don't want to have dementia and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would pick mind as well. I wouldn't mind my body deteriorating as long as my mind didn't. I wouldn't want to feel trapped. That scares me.
I agree with that. All right. Number 7. Do you have a secret hunch about how you will die?
Secret hunch? No, I don't. But I do joke a lot about accidentally pushing my fancy electric typewriter into the bathtub when I'm older and dying that way.
That's cool. Fancy electric typewriter. But like, wait, are you going to be typewriting in the bath?
Well, yeah.
That's how they all do it. Just tight. I don't really have a hunch. I just know I'm going to be dead at 27. So that's since day one, baby. So.
You've been saying this for so long. I really hope it's not true. But if it was in a fucked up way, I think it would be a little bit funny.
Dude, how crazy would that be?
Just because for so long you've been saying 27 Club.
Alright. Name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. Josh, what's 3 things you and I have in common?
Oh, fuck. It's actually a difficult question.
I think... yeah, it's a hard question. Harrison, what do you think 3 things me and Josh have in common?
You can both drive.
True.
I think that with a lot of people, they're kind of one or the other, but I like that, Josh, that I think we can both have intellectual conversation and then we can also just be fucking retards.
Yeah, true. That does happen often.
I think that it's not that we have that in common, it's just something that we both very...
I think we're both like...
You both like drinking. You both like partying.
Yep.
True.
You...
Proto-alcoholism.
Are both like loud, I guess.
We both have daddy issues.
People. We're both...
That's true, actually. That is the common thread between you two.
I don't like this narrative that's being built.
Yeah.
I think we're both like talkative people. Like we're a bit... I don't want to say charismatic because that means that I think that I'm charismatic, but
it's a weird thing. It's like someone who calls themselves... What is it like if someone who calls themselves is an optimist or something like that? They're just like a cunt or something? I don't remember.
Whatever.
Alright, number 9. For what in your life do you feel most grateful? Don't do that.
That's a fucking ridiculous question. I was gonna say stupid, but it's not a stupid question. It's a ridiculous question.
I think, what am I most do you want me to lead it?
Grateful for?
I'm most grateful for my do we take this like a personal thing? Do I be like my resilience, or like, because that's just, I don't want to do that. I'm very grateful for my circumstance in terms of I think I have a good band of friends that I know I could always like.
I'm very grateful. I'm not dumb enough to think that I'm a liberal, like that I vote for the Liberal Party. I'm really grateful for that.
That's true.
So you're glad... I'm grateful for a car that I can break Seb's legs with, that I can hit him with.
Oh, Josh, you know what we have in common?
What?
We both drive the same car.
True, we both drive a Marina.
Yeah,
That's actually true.
that's true. Harrison said that earlier. Harrison said that we drive, but he didn't think about that.
I don't know which cars you drive, I'm going to be
But
honest.
I don't commit hit and runs in my Marina.
Yeah. I drive above 40, so I guess we're a bit different there. All right, number 10. If you could, this is an interesting one. If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
The way I was raised.
The way you were raised.
That's actually a very good question.
Do you consider us still being raised right now? No.
In a very minor way, yeah. Like, we still take influence from our parents, but we're not, like, relying on them to, like, change our nappies.
Speak for yourself, mate. Alright, what can I change about the way I was raised? I
feel like this is also a mean question, because whatever answer it is, it implies that, like,
there was a fault in the way we were raised.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I the first thing I thought when you said this is like, oh, more cocaine. But then I was like, this is a very like a meme answer to like. I think this is a decent question though. That's like something interesting.
It's a tough one. It's hard that we only have a minute to address it.
Yeah.
I would need more time to think about this question.
It also seems that there's like something that you're missing out on, which is very hard to like sort of like gauge without like knowing what that is, right?
Yeah. All right. Number 11. Number 11 says take 4 minutes and tell your partner about your life story in as much detail as possible. We're going to change that. In under 30 seconds, give me your life story in as much detail as possible. Let's say you just met me. 30 seconds. Ready? Gonna go first?
Okay.
Yeah, you do. All right, ready, go.
I am an aspiring writer going to university. I am a history and political nerd. I was born into the distinctly middle of the middle class, and I have a cute dog that I got when I was 18, even though I wanted one since I could like speak.
All right, that's good. I'm happy with that. All right, my turn.
Go.
30 seconds. That's much longer than this usually goes for me. I am 19 years old. I work in a retail store. I am a marketing student, which you might be able to gather from the way that I talk. No, I don't know. Marketing people seem like cons a lot, and people think I'm a con. And the way I'm dressed right now, you guys can't even see, but the way I'm dressed right now is probably a bit. Anyway,
what's a con?
Like a con artist, you know, like car sales.
Oh,
wait, do you know what con artist
means?
Do you know what con man means? Do you know what it stands for?
What does con man stand for?
Con means confidence, because like you have to have confidence to like trick people. That's where the term comes from.
So that works for me. What else?
I was gonna say narc.
Love eating food. I'm a narc. I enjoy having fun and just not caring about life. All right, number 12.
Okay.
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Quality or ability? What are we defining as? It has to. It can't be supernatural, right?
They're very different things. Qualities and abilities. Let's not do fucking like flying and shit like that.
Yeah. Keep it possible.
Keep it real.
One quality. I wish I had more willpower.
Self-motivation is mine. If I could motivate myself to do things, I would accomplish so much. But I just literally have no motivation.
Where do you find motivation then?
Spite most of the time.
Yep. Sounds like Seb.
And then after that, that's why I don't do a whole lot. Like I want to go to the gym, and then I'll go for like 2 weeks, and then I'll lose all motivation, and I can't be bothered going. But if I could like motivate myself to do that, or like write consistently, because when I get like bursts of motivation, I'll write a fuckload, and I won't write for ages, and that's bad. I need to be writing more consistently.
No, fair enough. All right, If a crystal ball could tell you anything about your future self, what would you want to know? I just want to know if I end up happy. That sounds like no. I want to know, you know what I mean? Like, you're just content and you're happy and you just know that you made the right choices in life, and I don't want to be upset about my career. I don't want to be like fucking 50 being like, man, I wish I did this. I want to have a life of little regret. So if I had a crystal ball right now, I want to know, do I end up happy? Because if the answer is no, I'm going to fucking change that. Anyway.
I don't know. I'm not one of those people who wants to know.
That's true as well.
I don't really want to know because I don't know what I would do with that information. Like, the obvious ones are like, how do I die? When will I die? Whatever. And it's like, nah, that means a life of fear.
Yeah.
So, like, but I also don't think I would ask the question nuanced, just because if the answer's no,
that's pessimistic, yeah.
And it's like, okay, if my problem with this question is that I just think about time loops.
Yeah.
So
yeah, same. This
question, and then you live the next like 60 years, and then that is your future self telling you that. Didn't you have opportunity to look at
That's why I think the best.
And so they asked the same question, got no, and then it still was no, right? Do you get what I mean? I think that's me just being dumb.
This is why I think like a good question is like, do I end up in jail? Right? And then if the answer is no, you get like a free crime pass.
That's true. That's clever.
Right? Because if we assume that the outcome in the crystal ball will always happen, that's free crime.
I think
sorry, that was a time
about it. I just genuinely can't think of any questions. Well, there are questions, but I don't want to know the answer.
I want to know, like, the president, and then I can make like a call, and everyone will be like, "Wow, how did he know?"
All right, moving on. Number 14. Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? Why haven't you done it yet? I haven't dreamed of. But I wanted to have LED lights in my room for a really long time. Like, I've said that, and then I got them. Nah, I can do this. Like,
now you can make your TikTok videos.
Yeah, I have them on now. Which color was I on? That one? No, that one. I'm not
dreamed of doing. Is that question being worded in a way that I could achieve it like immediately?
In the end, it just says, yeah, why haven't you done it? What's something you want to do, but why haven't you done it? Yeah, let's say something you can do, probably. You probably could do.
Like actually finish a novel, like writing a novel.
Right.
I have 3 half-written novels.
Right.
Like the longest one is about 65,000 words.
Jesus Christ. Can I read it?
And it's like, nah, it's garbage.
I'm not going to read it, I'm going to be honest.
Hang on one sec.
Alright. Josh is AFK, so I'm going to start answering the next question. I hate my hair. Alright. Number 15. What is your greatest accomplishment? I fucking hate this question. What is your greatest accomplishment in life?
Greatest accomplishment in life?
I still have so much more I'm going to accomplish that I don't consider things accomplishments because I'm just continuing to.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, we're really young, so I don't know what is an accomplishment or not. And currently, my benchmark for being accomplished is me being published, which I am not yet. So,
I just think it's weird because we're so young. I'm just going to use this as an example because this is the only way I could think about it. Let's say you have been like training at the gym for a really long time and you get like 100 kilos bench, which is like great, and then you're like, yeah, that's my biggest accomplishment. But the next fucking in like 2 weeks time, you want to beat that. So how could you sit there and be like, my greatest accomplishment in my life is this? But I want to just beat it every fucking 2 weeks. I think we're too. It feels like we're too young and like still making so much progress that it's hard to answer.
I guess we have like small accomplishments.
Yeah,
like I got a decent ATAR. Like, you know, I got into the uni I wanted to get into. That's an accomplishment. Some people don't do that.
Oh my god, this fucking visual is 1.6 gigabytes big. All right.
Already?
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Number 16. What do you value most in a friendship? This is a fucking pansy question.
What's your answer?
Oh, good. It's a good question. What do you value most in a friendship? I think that when you just connect with someone, you just do.
Mhm.
You just do. Actually, that's not what I value the most. I value the most that they feel as if they can come talk to me if they need to. Because I know there's some people that I'm close with that they probably can't. If they needed to talk to me, they could. And the ability, if I needed to talk to them, I could talk to them.
Yeah, like reciprocal.
Yeah. What about you?
Trust.
Yeah, of course.
Because I have like trust issues.
Yep.
Takes a while. And so that's like something I really value.
Okay. Number 17. What is your most treasured memory? All right, Josh. Think about that memory. What did you think of?
I don't know.
What's a time when you were just really like in life? You were just carefree and just happy.
I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, God. Most treasured memory. Jesus. I don't know.
I'll just help Ollie think about it. My most treasured memories would be not a memory, but just period of my life, like earlier, like early 2020, late last year. So like around we were in schoolies and just like right end of school before uni.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Dude,
we went out every weekend, and we were just like,
it was just very careless.
Like nice and warm. Although it was too warm in some areas, the bushfires were happening, which is a bit of a downer. But
the summer hasn't been that hot, I feel.
No, summer's been really fucking rainy.
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying.
But no, I agree. Actually, that period, the schoolies was fun, and then like from when schoolies finished till like uni started, had literally nothing to think about.
So yeah, it's a good thing, kind of.
And then because there wasn't any COVID restrictions or anything yet, we were going out all the time.
Yeah, me and Ash and I went away at like just like the two of us for like a week in that period as well. I just remember just being so like, bro, I'm so just, I have nothing I have no stress in my life at all at the moment.
Yeah.
So, all right. So that was my treasured memory. Number 18. What's your most terrible memory?
Oh God. Oh my God.
Mine was about a week and a half ago. That's recency bias. Nah, that's recency bias.
I do have an answer for this, actually. It's very depressing, though.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I can. Or you can read about it in my memoir when it gets published.
Yeah.
Whenever
All right.
it is.
So.
What?
Do you want to say what?
Yeah, okay. So, a good friend of mine we had a falling out. It was like really, really bad. Like very, very bad. And it ended up being super toxic. You know who this is. Yep. And we stopped talking and stuff, but I was like still angry with him. So I was saying awful stuff. And me and Jaden actually were in the library at school. And I was chatting shit about him, and he was sitting in front of us. And I was saying it loud enough on purpose so he could hear.
Oh, you're doing it on purpose?
Yeah, I was doing it on purpose.
Oh, I didn't know it was on purpose.
No, yeah, I was doing it on purpose to make him upset.
Yeah.
But it went too far because then I remember it so clearly. He asked to go to the toilet. And so he gets up out of his chair. And I remember, we're in library 2, right? Which had like the glass doors.
Yeah.
So he leaves and he turns around to shut the door, and his like eyes are red, and like he had been like crying.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, I am absolutely awful.
I didn't know you were doing it.
I'm so despicable.
Yeah.
Because I was doing it to like fuck with him.
Yeah.
And then when he like actually reacted, I was like, oh, okay, he still actually cares about what I have to say.
Man, fuck.
I was genuinely my most terrible memory, because I've never felt more like garbage. And I was already feeling like garbage because we had fallen out. And then it was like double garbage. It was so bad. So awful. That's my most terrible memory.
Well, I appreciate that you could share that, like, genuinely. Because that would be hard. That's like a very...
Yeah, because it's like my fault. It's not like I got hit by a car, right? Like, that's a terrible thing.
Yeah. But... Yeah.
But in this case, it was like my fault.
Yeah. I think guilt is the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, guilt
and jealousy. Awful. Guilt and jealousy.
Yeah.
I think. Or in grief, but I think grief, guilt, jealousy. Grief, guilt, and jealousy. I think those are the three worst feelings in the world. So I kind of like touched. Yeah, or just because I said it's recency bias as well, but like because I'm still fucking like really hurting from the breakup like last week. So that's just like, I just like the whole memory of just fucking being in the car. I said like absolutely nothing with that whole discussion with her, just because I could not process a single thought. My mind was just so fucked. Like I sit here now, like we were in the car for like half an hour, and I literally said like nothing, just because I just couldn't get a word out. Everything, I had the biggest fucking hole in my throat, in my heart. My mind was just, I felt...
We usually together for a while, so like it will honestly probably remain up there.
Yes, sick. Nah, but like I'm saying, yeah, like it's just because that's like also like all I think about right now. So like obviously, yeah.
That's a fine answer. I think it's a pretty good answer. All
right.
It's bad, but it's a good answer.
Number 19. If you knew that in 1 year you would die suddenly, would you change anything about the way you're living now? That's a good question. Let's say in a year.
So within the year, I'll die.
You're dead. What are you changing? That's a fucking hard one. I think
honestly writing a lot more.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I'm thinking about my life currently, and I'm like, it's not unhealthy enough to be like a heart attack at 20. It'll probably be a car accident, right?
Yeah.
Like you just assume. Yeah. Right? It's either car accident or I kill myself because suicide's number one killer of men under 35. Yeah. Right? It's either myself or a car, or both.
Yeah. Oh, or Jesus. Yeah. Off a bridge, baby.
And so would I drive less? Probably not. I don't drive a lot right now. And I don't 100% know if it's a car accident.
Yeah.
But I would write a lot more and try really hard to get published. Just so then when I die, I assume because I'm young, it'll be tragic.
Yeah.
At least like my family can profit off my unpublished works. Because then in like, I don't know, like a couple of decades time, they're like, oh wow, young prolific writer Josh Hart, you know, like, oh, his works sell for so much. I don't know. That's a fantasy. That's a total
generational talent taken too soon, sort of thing. Yeah, I think.
But maybe that's just the hubris talking.
I would obviously stop fucking I'm not going to uni. I'm not doing a whole nother year in uni because I'm gonna be dead. There's no point.
I would stay at uni,
bro. Actually, because you just want to meet people and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would stay at uni.
But
I enjoy my degree.
I just think gotta stop taking people. Like, I don't think I take myself seriously, but take myself even less seriously. Because I just want to leave the world on a positive note. I don't want to leave the world with people being like, oh man, that guy was fucking like knew he was gonna die, so he did crazy shit. I want to leave it with people being like, man, that's fucked up. I want my impact to have been positive And I want people to miss me, as weird as that sounds. It shouldn't be.
That's fair enough. I think everyone wants to be missed.
Yeah. Alright, moving on. Number 20. What does friendship mean to you? We can do this one very quickly. I think friendship's about being there when other people aren't. Like, let's say you have a fucking girlfriend or like a boyfriend or your parents. When you can't go to them because you have an issue.
You can go to a friend.
Go to a friend. Yeah. Yeah. Do you agree with that?
I would. Also, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's what friends are for as well.
That's for sex as well.
Hey.
I get the drugs and the rock and roll, but
you can go to what's this? I don't know. Name of a strip club.
Velvet Underground. All right, 21. My dentist. 242. All right, now 21. What roles do love and affection play in your life? That's such a hard question.
What the fuck is that?
That's the hardest one yet, I reckon. What role does love and affection play in your life? That's the hardest one yet.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
I think love gives me a sense of security that you can't take for granted. But like the love, maybe this is important. I feel like the love I have from some of my friends and my parents is just so unconditional. I think that if you love someone, you need to tell them. Like, don't fucking fuck around with it. Like, do you believe in like an unconditional love? Like genuinely between parent, child, anything? I used to, I don't anymore.
I don't think unconditional love exists because oftentimes the one and only condition is reciprocation. So it's still conditional in a way. Like someone's not gonna give you like unconditional.
Oh, I have an answer for this, but you guys are gonna hate it.
Someone's not gonna give you.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, true.
Technically, by doctrine,
by design.
Yeah, it technically is, but like whether you subscribe to that is a separate issue.
No, but like for not half gods, for not demigods, I don't think so. Like you can be like unconditional, have like the idea of unconditional love towards someone, but if they don't reciprocate it, I bet you're gonna pull back.
Man, I think that you can't take love for granted because, like, if you actually just treat someone like a piece of shit, like
they're just not gonna love you anymore.
You can't always treat your friends like they're gonna be there tomorrow because you can take one thing, you don't realize that how like on the edge they are. You could say like one thing and then they can then they're gone.
Well, child, I don't think unconditional love exists except for Jesus Christ.
All right, number 22. Alternate sharing something you consider a positive characteristic of your partner. Alright, I'll go first. You're incredibly intelligent in so many ways, and I am not jealous, but I hope that you know that I recognize that, and the way that you're so aware and self-aware.
It makes me sound like such an egomaniac when you say
I'm
that.
in awe of. Let's keep this short and sweet. I don't want you to respond to what I said. Now you go, and I'm not going to.
I think your God. I was going to say we're keeping it short and sweet. Your impulsiveness, not as a bad thing, makes me actually take like risks, not like super risky stuff, but like pushes me to do stuff, which I think is like something that not a lot of people can make me do. And also you encourage me to actually go out and like meet people and live life and stuff. Because I would just stay in my room.
Yeah, no, good. I'm glad you come out. All right, that sounded. That's not okay. 23. How close and warm is your family? Do you feel your childhood was happier than most people's? I don't think it was happier. I think that my family is warm. I don't know if my mom's gonna watch. I I think that there's a lot of love there, but we don't really know how to show it the correct way. Yeah.
I think my childhood was fine. Like I'm never gonna say that my childhood was bad. I just don't see it being that way.
24 is a doozy. Alright, 24. How do you feel about your relationship with your mother?
Oh, Jesus. Is the next one relationship with your father?
It's not.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, the relationship with my mother? It's good.
Yep.
I love her a lot, but what is your answer?
I just don't know if you're comfortable talking about it, so if you don't want to talk about it, then don't talk
Not
about it.
really, but I do genuinely love my mom,
yes.
so...
Alright, I have a lot of respect for my mom. And she makes me believe in unconditional love, so... Alright, 25. This is a pussy one. Make 3 we statements together. For instance, we are both in this room feeling ... No, fuck this one. I don't want to do this one. 26. Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share ... I wish I had someone with whom I could share a bridge between carelessness and a constant strive of getting better, because I think you can push someone alongside with you. But I think what me and Mark have. We both don't give a fuck about anything, but also like every day want to get better. So I think that I appreciate of that. So yeah, your turn. If I wish I had someone with whom I could share.
I wish I had someone with whom I could share my bed. Oh yeah.
That's true. Yeah. I was listening to...
so alone.
Hey Sam. We're recording a podcast. Me and Josh. Feel free to stay. And but just we're just gonna be doing that. All right.
Okay. What's the next question?
All right. Now the next question: if you were going to become a close friend with your partner, please share what would be important for him or her to know. All right, Josh. We just met. What's something important you want me to know about you?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah.
How do you...
I think that sometimes I would say don't take my sarcasm to heart, because sometimes I am dry and sarcastic around people I don't really know, because I find it as a really easy form of humor to do. Yeah.
Not as you doing that in that sarcasm is an easy form of humor.
Yeah.
I'd say ignore everything that I say after 2 drinks.
Yeah,
it's good. Just absolute, just me rambling.
All right, we're on the home stretch now, actually. All right, okay. Number 29. Share an embarrassing moment in your life.
Embarrassing. Fuck.
I had to get saved by lifeguards because.
When I was younger, I had a fear of escalators.
Yep.
And so we were at the shops, and this like big butch fire lady picked me up and carried me up the escalator when I was like 5.
Yeah.
And then they like applauded her. And I was like, I could have walked it. There's no problem with me. She just wants to get up to fucking Big Lee or whatever. Yeah. Like, I'm just in her way. I'm like standing there crying, and Mum's like going up the escalator. I'm like, come back. She's like, oh, I got you. And then she just picked me up.
Funny. All right, number 30. All right, this is it says, when did you last cry in front of another person and by yourself?
Oh,
so in front of
another person. Fuck.
I've like never cried in front of my dad before, but I did like when the breakup happened, because he just came in my room. I was literally just sitting in my room. I wasn't on my phone. I was just on my chair. I was just like in my head, right? This was like the day of. I'd just gotten home from work or something, and he just comes in. I hadn't seen him yet, and he's just like, obviously because I texted my dad earlier in the day, being like, hey, look, Ash just broke up with me. I feel like dog shit. Like, I don't really want to. Like, I'll come down and talk to you later, but just kind of leave me alone, sort of thing. But then later, when he came up, I just cried in front of him. So.
Oh, when was the last time I cried in front of someone? Like, probably. I mean, I've watched movies and cried during movies. I'm not going to count that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. I don't know.
Crying in front of someone is a really difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
Really difficult thing to do. So.
But I cry when I'm by myself all the time, so.
Yeah. Alright, 31 is a pussy question. It says, tell your partner something you like about them already. So like, this is for people who don't really know each other, so moving on. 32. Oh, this is a good one. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? That's a good question.
Oh, okay.
I've always said I don't like fat jokes just because everyone is fucking insecure about the way their body looks. I don't care who you are. Everyone like thinks either I'm too fat or too skinny. I just think just like joking about someone's fat, unless you're like, look,
or body image in general, just body. Yeah. Like people's like teeth. I don't think that's a no-go.
Yeah.
I would say exception, joking about braces because they'll like get them off in a year. So
yeah.
I'd say that's okay.
Yeah.
Off limits for jokes.
Oh, bro, the next question's fucking a doozy as well. But we'll just.
What is off limits for jokes? This is a really good question. I think that I don't know the answer to that because I'm trying to think of hard and fast rules, but there's like exceptions. Like I would say like obvious one would be like shouldn't joke about like racism or slavery and stuff like that. And then it's like, no, there's like black comedians who
can do it
well, and they can do it because they're black. And it's the same thing for like gay people or trans people or whatever. Women can make jokes about their own trauma.
Yeah.
And that's fine, like because that's what they've gone through. So I wouldn't say there's like a hard and fast rule and stuff like that.
I would say but I would say like the death of like someone else's relative.
Yeah, that's so fucked.
Yeah.
I think that's very off limit.
Yeah.
Especially
if it just happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like that's actually a really good one. There's no way that you could joke about like someone's aunt dying that they're gonna find funny.
Yeah, when are they ever gonna be like, yeah, bro, fuck yeah? I think it's a time thing as well. Like if someone's house is just burnt down and you're sitting there being like, fucking fireboy. Like,
Literally watching the house burning down. Fireboy.
Alright, moving on. 33. This one's a really good. I think this is such a hard question. Josh, if you were to die this evening with no opportunity to like having like, let's say you're dead, you die right now and you haven't communicated with anyone, what would you most regret not having told someone?
Not having told someone?
Yeah. So what's something that's like on your mind right now? Oh, like, not on your mind right now, but like what's something if you died right now?
What's something I would regret if I hadn't told someone?
Something you regret that you would have had to take into your grave. That's a hard question. Also, I just realized question 34 is about your house burning down, but that's
really?
Yeah, literally. Alright, we'll move on to that next. Funny. But alright, so yeah, you're dead now. What do you regret having not told someone?
Fuck, that's such a difficult question.
And he also says, why haven't you told them yet? But that's so hard. I don't think it has to be. Obviously, I don't want you to be like, oh, specifically, I haven't told Ben this. I want it to be.
No, I wasn't gonna do that. There are people I like have been into or are into that I think, especially there are people I have been into that I'm not into anymore that I think deserve to know.
Yeah, right.
And I would be upset if I died and I hadn't told them.
That's interesting. That's a really interesting way of looking at it. My answer would be, I would regret the closest people in my life not knowing how important they were to me or how close they were to me, because I think that I'm an expressive person, but I wouldn't want to die without let's just say Saxon, without him knowing that he was actually like a very, very funny and someone that I feel very comfortable around. Like, just for example, right? Because I fucking hate Saxon. That was a terrible example. What a terrible example. All right, number 34 says your house containing everything you own catches fire. Your loved ones and pets are saved, but you have time to make a final dash to save one item. What would it be? I'm gonna shoot my phones out just because, like, I kind of need it.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna say
shit that you don't need. You have your fucking not car keys and phone and shit. I want it to be like not even sentimental, but yeah,
something better. Yeah. I would say I have a stuffed dog called Sasha that I've had since my parents gave it to me for my first Christmas.
Do you remember it?
And I have it since, and I know exactly where it is as well.
Right.
And I think I would grab that just because I'm literally looking around my bedroom.
You're trying to be sentimental?
Not really. I'm just trying to think of things that I would genuinely be upset about if they were lost in a fire. And it's like, yeah, I lost my computer. That sucks. But whatever. I can get a new computer, right? Yeah. Or like even my guitar. Like, I think my guitar's like a decent one where it straddles like sentimental and like genuinely.
Yeah.
Just like, oh fuck, I don't have my guitar anymore. Like, and that's really it.
Yeah. Not fair enough. Alright, I have 2 more questions. Wait, did I even answer that? I didn't even answer that.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Okay, my house is burning down.
Surely it's the JT cupboard.
I have so much stuff under my bed in my drawers. That's like I have like a sentimental drawer. I'm not even kidding. Of shit like just memories and things that I want to remember that why I need to be better and things like that. For example, I have okay, I don't want to just fucking talk about I have a box full of things that I've stolen from people's houses because there was a streak of times when I went to people at house parties. Every house party I want to steal something from. I've never shared. I've never ever shared this before, but after Sam Moses' 18th, right? When 18th, so last year, when like Jess told me that she had known about like the incidences, right?
The incident, yeah.
I was chewing a piece of gum like that whole night, right? I got home, I was still chewing that gum. I was like, man, I was like, how the fuck you let this shit happen again? I got so low in my head. I took that piece of gum, I have it in a plastic bag, and it's under my bed as like a sentimental thing to be like just fucking remember how shit you felt at this moment. You can't let yourself ever get there again. I have the piece of gum still under my bed. I have the order ticket from one time me and Baggers went out, just the 2 of us, for lunch, and we just had like the best day ever. I bought like a burger at a cafe like 2 years ago, and I still have that receipt just because. But just stuff like that. I have a box full of shit like that. That I would be really upset.
You grab the box?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. I'd be really upset if I lost that. So, yeah. Alright, number 35. What the fuck? Of all the people in your family, whose death would you find the most disturbing?
The most disturbing?
It's just gonna be someone. It's just okay. If you're just doing immediate family, I think young people's deaths are always just the most.
Yeah, it would just be my brother.
Same. Yeah.
And then extended family. still my brother.
Yeah, same. No, agreed.
And then second, my dog.
This is disturbing death. Like, that's disturbing. 36. Share a personal problem. What the fuck? This is the final question, by the way. Good work, Josh. Ooh, we're under an hour as well. All right. Share a personal problem and ask your partner's advice on how he or she might handle it. This is a hard one.
What the fuck?
Such a hard one.
You know what's interesting? My first thought is that I do so little that I don't have that many problems I can think of.
Right. It's not a bad thing.
That's a problem. You do so little. How do you fix that?
It's a good. Well done.
Yeah, but I don't see that as a problem though. Like, I don't mind. And you know what? It's COVID safe.
True.
Not do a lot, so.
Like, to be honest, I don't do much either. Like, so. But like, potentially you might want to do more.
Okay, here's a small problem, Jaden. How do I get elected into government?
Have you heard of nepotism?
True.
No. What do you? You want to be a writer?
That's my problem.
I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna get the box full of shit that I've stolen. I'm not gonna get the sentimental box because that's too sentimental. But I just want to look through this box and do
Have you taken anything from my house? You've only been to my house a couple times. So.
No, I haven't. No, I did from house parties, but it was like a streak. Yeah. And then I took a family photo from Sam's house, and I was like, man, this is tit up. Oh my god, I have a family photo in here. I don't want to say. I can't show this. I can't show this one. This is a shell I took from Jess Lee's house. This is a knife I took from Justin's house.
A knife?
Yeah, it's like a pocket.
Oh, like silverware, like a table knife.
Yeah. This is a Skylanders card I took from Seb's house.
Is
a Polaroid from Tara's house. This is a gun from this girl Ellen I used to work with, and I can't show this one because it's a family photo as well. But now I realize I forgot I had this as well. It's no one like that close with, but I probably shouldn't have taken it. I don't really want to reveal it because it's kind of weird. Anyway,
why are we saying family photos though of all the things?
Because it's so funny. I don't know how you get into government, Josh. I don't.
Alright, okay. Thanks for your help then.
What do I have a personal problem? I have a sugar addiction.
A sugar addiction?
Yeah.
How do you have
a sugar addiction? Have to start cutting it out. Like there's literally nothing.
It's like a cold turkey, I think,
It's so hard, but you just have to like wake up and just be like, and just stop. You can't wean yourself off sugar. It's really hard.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, we're at 53 minutes right now, so this needs to be under an hour because people don't click shit if they say it's more than an hour long. So, we might wrap it up there.
Okay.
So we've went through. Josh, are you in love with me? Because that was 36 questions to make someone fall in love with you.
Yeah. Once you said you can't help me with my problems, I fell in love with you. So.
I feel closer with you, Josh. We don't get to talk enough anymore. I like that. This allows it. When
we used to talk? What? Yeah, I guess like in school we sat next to each other in so many classes.
Yeah. So I'm glad.
What are we gonna do? The work in modern history.
Good nap. All right.
Napping and watching
Delta
Quest. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna end the visual now. So and do you want to end the audio? So all right. Thank you very much for tuning to the podcasting couch. We'll have this video, and then we have a really old podcast recording from about 3-4 months ago. We're gonna post that again.
The Father's Day special.
The Father's Day special from September. So see you later, guys.